Uh,
Wait, did we start?
yeah, we
Nice.
started.
Okay, good.
Good
I want that to be in there.
start.
Okay. Hi and welcome to
Jeez.
the Not So InstaQ podcast. I just kind of froze up.
Yeah, you're like a robot.
No. Hi. I had an idea of creating a podcast, and I wanted to implement that idea. So we got some friends together, and they want to do it too. My name's Ben. Uh, Next person go.
I am Tonkar.
All right.
And I'm Tristan.
And he's Tristan. Um, we really just wanted to start a podcast because we figured it could be a good time, just hanging around doing, shooting a shit like normally, just doing whatever we want out of it. Fuck. It's a botch. We botched it. I
No,
ruined
just roll.
We're
Just roll
rolling
with
with
it.
it.
We just going. We go.
All right, so
Full send.
there's a bug on my game where when I go to resume game, it just goes back to the start screen.
Oh, that's a fun bug.
I fixed
Cool.
it. Okay,
That's good.
I can only move. I can only move right now. All right, What the heck is wrong with my controller?
So about that Pro League first Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, does anybody here watch Pro League? I know I did.
Did you?
I watched it with you actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, looks. I mean, Pro League itself was very entertaining today.
Yeah, watching it, I stopped by your house just to watch a little bit of it, and we got to see TSM throw their way to losers bracket.
That was
Wait,
cool.
they did?
Yeah,
They lost.
TSM lost to Space
Who'd they lose?
Station.
Oh, yeah. Wait,
But-
they lost to Space Station.
But the thing
Yeah.
is, they lost in probably the worst possible way.
Oh no.
Yeah, they did pretty well the first map on oh god, what do they play?
They played Oregon? No.
No. Bank.
They played Bank.
Oh,
Played
okay.
Bank first map and they did really
That's a
well.
pretty vetted map, so I mean, I would
Yeah.
expect them to.
And then second map they played Coastline and did not do very well.
I think they
Space
lost.
Station did pretty well.
Yeah.
So it was 1-1, and then the tiebreaker map was Cafe, and they went up like what 4 maps?
It was they were up by
4
4
rounds, and Space Station went on a 5 game
Mm,
spree,
yikes.
and then yeah they went to overtime, and Space Station won both ending games.
Wow.
Yeah, TSM looked really tired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and now they have to
Sucks.
play tomorrow morning too. So
Oh. Is Dark Zero still competing?
No, they
Ah,
lost.
damn. They're my
they
boys.
lost to NIP.
Oh, yeah, they're NIPs. They're doing good.
Yep,
It seems
that's
like.
who.
So.
Well,
yeah, that's who TSM's gonna face tomorrow. Even
for losers bracket, they're doing well.
What? Oh, really? Wait, who's in the winners bracket?
it was Space Station and
Space Station.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Space Station's good though, so
Yeah, they're really good.
I'm shocked Empire's not there.
Oh yeah, they got knocked out by Fnatic.
I know.
in,
I saw that. It was like
qualifiers.
You know who
Empire's
was
like
I was
dropping
happy
the ball.
lost.
Who?
G2 baby.
Yeah.
For real,
I hate G2.
they're a really good team, but
They're like,
they're kind of like the Patriots in a way.
I like the Patriots.
This is
Oof.
why you're the wrong kind of person. Tom
I
Conn.
know. Oh, I'm shocked Penta's not there. Penta hasn't been doing very good either recently.
Yeah,
Oh well. But them new operators, I like.
I'm
All
excited
I saw was gameplay of the defending guy
of
who just
Oryx.
like fucking knocks people. Oops, can I drop the F word?
Yeah. No.
No. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know yet.
Who
Okay,
cares?
we'll see.
Who cares?
Alright, but
Yeah.
anyway, so he looks dope as hell,
Yes.
and he just like runs people over.
The best part is me and
Like-
Tristan were
So cool.
literally talking about like, hey, what happened? Well, like, what are some good ops? And I was like, Tristan, what if we had an op that just busted through walls, like full send, went through walls, and then
Yeah,
a
that's
week
so cool.
later, there's a teaser, and Tristan goes, you got to see the new ops. And I go, okay, I'll check them out.
They were listening.
They were
say the
listening.
They were, It's like he's like a praise. Oh my, I can't talk. He's gonna be a good Monty counter, which is gonna be nice.
Yeah,
He's just gonna
yeah.
run him over and then he's dead
I really don't think he'll be good in like
at
a
a
high
high
tier
level.
setting.
Yeah, I don't
I
think so
definitely
either.
think he'll dominate in the lower tier because
Yeah,
people won't know how to counter him. But
yeah.
yeah, like upper tier, like Nomad is played pretty religiously.
Well, I think the ability for a defending operator to go up through hatches is gonna be pretty.
I think that's good.
He's
Like
gonna be
it's
good. I think he can roam. Like he can pick
oh
off
yeah, yeah.
individuals.
Yeah.
He's a
Like
really good roamer,
like if he
but
catches someone like in a good spot, just like knocks him over, then just a free kill.
yeah, for sure. But like the time it takes for him to draw his weapon again after he goes up through the hatch is like a second or a second and a half.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Takes a
it's
really
like
long time.
that grappling hook person. What's her name?
Doesn't matter. Boom
Oh,
roasted.
Amaru.
It's like Amaru, how she can't instantly use her weapon after
Yeah,
grapples. I guess that makes sense. I don't know.
makes it a bit fair.
It does, but then it depends if it gives you if you have enough time to even get a shot off. If it doesn't, then why does it matter? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know every time I've played Amaru and just kind of went into done that, I've always thrown. Like you
Yeah,
just never win.
because like well, at least with the new guy, if you're on the ground, so you're stunned, and then you have to go through an animation to pull your gun out, and so do you.
Hmm.
But it depends how fast it is. Like if the stun lasts longer than it takes you to pull your gun out, then why even have a delay? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then they still don't have a chance. I don't know. He loses health when he goes through walls.
yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I
Wait, he
think he's
loses
a
health when he goes through walls?
yeah. He
He
loses ten
loses
health.
10 health.
I mean, it
Oh
makes sense. You're running
no.
through a wood wall.
I get it, but the same. I think 5 would have been better.
I bet you that gets
Because I think
changed because
because I think he could be also used for redoing a site a lot faster and more effectively. I mean, he comes with the shotgun, so he can still do it. But
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna play him like that though.
yeah, they're just gonna knock him over for like if a team like I guess if in pro league they might use him if they're like if the other team uses Monty a lot or on a site that you requires a Monty and then you could
Yeah,
just run him and just like fucking knock him over
yeah,
if you can't use a smoke.
you know who
yeah.
I
I think
was
he'll
hyped to
be.
see? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was hyped to see some Finka play.
Oh,
Always hyped
Finga
to
got
see.
played.
Finka got played
Yeah,
on Coastline
I think
by.
she's I think she's gonna become better. Especially with
yeah.
that buff they're giving her
They
where
didn't.
it's just constant 20 health.
They didn't talk about her or Tachanka on the
Well,
panel. So
what?
yeah,
Tachanka, the
they,
Lord.
yeah. No, they didn't talk about the reworks
Ah,
if they are happening.
well, we've heard a lot of. I think the Tachanka one is for sure because I've heard a lot of
Yeah,
people talk about that. So
they did talk about they're nerfing Legion a bit, and
how
they're
are they making his goo
so
mines easier to see?
uh no, so they're making it so he has to have line of sight on his mine to get the
Mm.
little icon for it.
Oh, okay, that
So
makes
you can't
sense.
just see it through walls or anything like that.
I'm down
And
for that.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good nerf.
I thought that was a good idea.
yeah, that is nice. And if you walk over it, like the first, there's no initial damage when you step on it.
Oh, so it's
There's
now
no
just
like
damage over time.
yeah, so it's just damage over time instead of like
Oh,
hey like boom 10 health gone.
that's a pretty big nerf.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is it is nice though.
Yeah, I mean,
It is
it's you
super
still
strong.
have the movement penalty
Yeah,
and still audio cue, so it's still doing at least what it was
yeah,
intentionally used for. I think no one really used it for trying to whittle them down.
hmm,
It was just a good side effect.
yeah. It is pretty much just giving information.
Hmm.
You know they so they're doing that to him and they're making Twitch drones like her ammo for it respawn.
Thank gosh.
Yeah, so it like I think it
Okay,
gets like
one sec.
two. Okay,
you tell me though. I'm listening.
it gets like it gets like two or three charges like right off the bat, but then like
Hmm.
it's kind of like Legion's goo mine, like
That's
they
cool.
Oh,
recharge
I'm
over
just
time.
chasing it. It tastes bad. One sec.
Yeah,
I
I think
thought
that's
I
The
think
wife is
that's
talking to me. One sec. Keep talking.
I think that's a good idea too. I think I think anytime they have that stuff where it's recharging, at least it caps out because it just seems a
yeah,
little bit more
yeah,
balanced to me. Is like the recharges and stuff.
and you could keep like you can keep using her through the round. Like you
Mhm.
can hop off Twitch drone, get information, or hop on Twitch drone, get information, maybe take out some things, and then push in with her.
Yep.
Doesn't make her seem like, hey, like I have to do everything. I can only do 5 things with this, and then we have to use another one. No.
Yeah.
Mm.
But like, why? I don't know. Like, how is it like? Even like, how is it gonna respawn them? That seems a little bit weird. You know what I mean?
It spawns them. It's like an echo drone.
Yeah, I
So
know, but like, I get the echo, like realistically. I
what
mean,
Tankar? It's a game where people run through walls.
I don't know
I
if you've
know,
I don't
I
know if you've
know,
seen
but like, I think they should amp it back up to 10 and just and that's it. Cause like, how often did you use the 10 anyway? Probably not. Your
I
drone's not gonna last that
I
long.
don't know. I remember there's times I've played and I've used all 10 of those
Was this
charges.
on console?
Oh hell yeah, it was on console.
Exactly. You can't hit
Mm.
fucking drones on console. On PC, it's different. Like when
Yeah,
I
but
run Twitch on PC, I get like if I'm out in the open for any period of time, I'm dead. Like I get if I'm unless I'm lucky and like I outmaneuver them. But
all right.
I don't know.
But like, if you think about if it has 10 in the like in it already, you can take out some. Like you can down them just at the start of the round. You just have a down
That's
person
tr Oh yeah.
because it does take 10 for hit.
Oh, okay.
So if you have it so it recharges, you can't just take them out instantly. Like, you
Yeah.
have
Oh
to
okay.
play it a little bit
Yeah,
more
that makes
skillfully. I
sense.
think that's what they were trying to do with it because I
Okay.
remember when Twitch had 10,
I
like
do remember that, and
That
you
was
she
use
would
a
just
ton
take
of
people out.
health.
that was a
Yeah.
plague,
All
dude.
right. Yeah. All right. All right. That makes sense. You convinced me. I'm
Uh,
chasing this whiskey with Smirnoff Ice.
Oh yeah, is anybody drinking anything?
you're real man.
I know. Well, it's like
I'm not.
I'm used to better whiskey. Like Four Roses, single barrel. I have some of that upstairs, but that
Mhm.
stuff is it's pretty good. It's pretty.
Nice.
It's like sweet but not sugary sweet.
Yeah,
And
yep.
only like $30 for a bottle.
That is pretty
So
nice.
that's a pretty good deal. It's good. It tastes more expensive than it is, which
That's
is
like that's what you
good.
want in cheap whiskey,
It
right?
is what I want. Yeah.
Definitely.
I got this other stuff I bought impulsively because I'm like I paid off part of my student loans. I'm like I'll just I'll treat myself.
Ouch.
It was 35 bucks or something, and I just bought it. I'm like this is awful. I hate this whiskey. I still have it. Because normally I tell people if I bring whiskey you can't mix it, but I'm like you can mix this.
I remember
I
we was
won't.
at a party with
Gone.
Tonkar one time, and someone was talking about whiskey. He's like, "I drink it straight."
Just flexing
Only way to do
hardest
it.
possible way.
I just I actually set out to acquire the taste for drinking it straight. Because both my brother and my dad do it like that. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. I'm gonna do it too.
I'm gonna do it too.
But I still can't drink dark beer. I'll drink whiskey straight. I can't not handle dark beer.
When I did drink a lot, all I did was drink dark beer.
Really? Like,
Yeah,
my wife likes lagers and stuff. I'm like, I
but
can't.
granted, I didn't drink like beer as dark as like Guinness or something. I drank a lot of like
Oh, yeah. The only time I drink Guinness was an Irish car bomb.
oh okay.
I love Irish car bombs, but no one ever does them with me. They're like, no, I ain't doing that. I'm like, no, it's fun.
It's fun.
I promise. You just gotta pound it.
I remember we went to Vegas and they made a drink for my mother, and
What was it?
Oh, no one knows.
no one knows. I don't
The
even.
dude was just like, "What do you like?" And she's like, "Fruity stuff." He's like, "Okay, I'll just make something."
Yeah.
So he just poured a
Oh,
bunch of
And,
random
was
stuff.
it good?
and my
Was
mom goes, "Hey, this is pretty good." And I think Tristan might have had it too.
Yeah, it was really good.
She's like, I want this written down
It was
right
definitely
now.
like rum and grapefruit. Like it was
Oh,
super good.
And so
that's interesting.
they ask him like, "Hey, what'd you put in this?" He goes, "You ever been to a TGI Fridays?" And I think all of us said mutually like, "No." And he's like, "It's basically that." Even though we just said no. And so it was just there was like a brief silence. We're like, okay, thank you.
That's funny.
Yeah, dude was like, "Yeah, I used to like manage TGI Fridays, or used to work at one." And he was like, "Yeah, we made this like all the time." Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Guess I have to go to TGI Fridays now. Is there even one around?
I think they went out of business.
no, I think there's one like
They make
downtown.
they make chips.
Have they just been restricted to their like
I'm gonna look
retail
it up right now.
products?
I don't know.
I mean,
I know a bunch of them closed though.
really?
Yeah. How many
I
times have you gone to a TGI Fridays?
I think I only went to
Never.
TGI Fridays one time.
How many times have you gone to an Applebee's?
Too many.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Think about it.
But they have good Long Island's there.
Guess who's next? Chill.
What'd you?
There's none in Iowa.
There's none.
There's none. There's one in Illinois, and Mississippi.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
it.
What did I tell you? They're
They have
closing.
368, 386. Those are the closest ones. Is Illinois, Mississippi, Missouri, Minnesota. So all around us.
We used to have like 4 or 5 downtown.
Yeah, there used to be
They
a
must
bunch.
used to. They just hate Iowa.
Everybody hates
That's
Iowa. It's a retail joke.
Yeah, that's true.
My dad used to work for Ticketmaster, and he's like, "We can't handle it. Sports teams don't survive here. They don't. It can't happen. Des Moines can't support them."
Yeah.
It's because we're not big enough. No one
Yeah,
goes
because we had the Dragons. Do you even know who they are?
I know who the iCubs are.
Yeah, the
Johnston
drag. So we
Dragons?
no, we used to have
Oh.
a you know the Bucks or the Wild.
Yeah.
I think it's like
Yeah.
the Wild. So we used to have essentially a basketball team. They're called the Wolves now, but it was the Dragons. And my dad got courtside seats because he couldn't hand them out to people. No one would take them. He's like,
Okay.
he's
Nice.
yeah.
Wait, what was our like our semi-pro basketball team called?
The Wolves. They're called the Wolves now.
Yeah, we're called the Wolves because
Yeah,
we're under the
what were they called? Like the Power? No, it was like
It was
like,
the Power. You're right.
yeah,
It was the
Iowa,
Dragons,
Iowa
then the Iowa
Power or
Power, and then now it's the Wolves.
Really?
Yeah, I went to
Yeah.
an Iowa Power game. They were really cool. They were fun
I've-
to watch.
It was fun to watch. The Barnstormers.
Oh,
Is that the indoor football?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
arena football.
Let's be honest. The only thing people in Iowa care about is football, dude. Like
Oh, real.
And hockey. Our hockey's pretty good. Like the Bucks.
Baseball. I mean, we
there's-
got, we got
Oh,
good
yeah,
baseball
baseball.
presence.
baseball, even though it's like a dying sport.
And,
Is
you
it?
know,
People our age just don't care about it.
Well, people our age don't care about a lot of stuff like living, so I don't think we
That's
should count
fair.
that out.
That's
Fair.
true. I don't know. I've only ever been to one when it was the Wolves or the Wild.
Yeah,
Is it the Wild?
the Wild's hockey.
Oh,
That's
I remember
because
when
the
they were
Wild's
called the
associated
Buccaneers.
with the Minnesota Wild. Well, the Bucks are still there,
Oh,
so it's the Bucks, then the Wild, then Pro, essentially. But
I've-
so like so the Iowa Wild is kind of like I'm air quoting sponsored by like the Minnesota Wild.
Uh-huh.
So like if their players get like punished, they can send them back down to us, and
Yeah.
then they get practice, and then they can go back. Or like they kind of
yeah,
like
so like
we
how
feed.
minor league contracts work, basically.
Yeah, so we help feed essentially the Minnesota Wild, which is
Uh,
cool because that means that we have more funding. We can maybe keep it going for a little bit longer.
I
So
was when the one Iowa Wild game. They were facing the minor league to the Oklahoma basketball team or the Iowa Wolves or whatever.
yeah,
And if anyone ever remembers, they gave up Kevin Durant's number to a minor league player. And I remembered that. I think his number's I forget his exact number, but I remember at
Oh,
the time.
jeez.
And I used to go. I was sitting. I was like courtside seats. I don't know how I got them, but I had courtside seats. And I go, "Is that Kevin Durant?" And I was being such a troll about it. He goes, "Man, shut the hell up." I don't remember who it was. I just remember his number. And
Jeez.
he looked back at me, and I was like, "This dude has obviously heard this 1,000 times, and now he's heard it 1,000 and one."
That's funny.
So
all right, we didn't talk about the other op. Sorry to interrupt.
that's
Then.
all right.
Oh, because I actually didn't hear a lot of, I didn't see a lot of gameplay of her. The only one I saw was of the defending. So what is she like? How does her hologram work?
So you know the drones, right? Like
Mhm.
everyone has the drones.
Yeah.
Think of that, but it looks like another player, and you can control it like another player.
What?
Yeah. So her like hologram can't attack, like it can't shoot, it can't break anything, it can't plant, do any of that. It does literally the like what a drone does, but it looks like her and it moves like her.
That's cool though. That's gonna be
And
like imagine pushing that in first and then
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like that'll
So
be such
like,
a debate too. Like it'll be
It
so good.
is. I think she's gonna get used in Pro League because that's
oh
tricky.
yeah,
That's
that's
like that's some high IQ stuff. She's
yeah,
got a
like
lot of high
you
skill ceiling.
you can't tell like at all that it's her, unless
You
well
shoot
the
at
only
her.
her only yeah like and it only takes one bullet to like make the hologram go away, but I think her hologram also like recharges the entire round, so she gets
Oh,
like infinite.
okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think she's gonna be played a lot. Definitely more than Orixis is. Oryx's.
Hmm.
Or
yeah,
it's Oryx or Orixis.
Oryx.
Okay. Hey, like Destiny.
Exactly. It's like the Destiny guy.
Oh my gosh, she's like shit. I mean, crap. Sorry.
Good enough.
It don't matter.
Uh, yeah,
Oh
like
my
her,
gosh.
she can't go. So it's exactly like a drone. Like she can't go next to
Can she go
mutes.
through drone holes?
No, no, she's as tall as
Mm.
an operator, but she can't go through barricades. She can't go through castle barricades. She can't go
Okay.
through walls or anything like that. She she won't see Vigil if he's using his ability.
I think that's kind of cool.
That is cool.
That is
Um,
actually.
and she gets countered by mute. Like so, if she goes next to a mute thing,
Yeah.
she'll her hologram will disappear.
Mute just gets a lot of like secondary buffs.
He really does.
Because like if you like for even for for he's a counter to Lion because if you move around the mute jammer and then Lion won't see you and then
Yep.
like now this now like literally everything else in the game probably Shockwire destroys it so Kaid and
Yep.
Bandit kind of got a little bit more stuff they can do more Kaid but because you can actually the electrified barbed wire is actually useful with him so and then didn't they rework
Don't talk.
Oregon?
Don't
Oh.
stop. Stop, dude.
It doesn't look that bad. It looks like they just expanded some
Do you
room.
want me to kick you out right now?
I know we like Oregon. Why did they rework Oregon of all the maps they could have reworked?
Isn't that the best fucking question you've ever?
I feel like Favela needs some love.
Thank
Like
you,
that map needs to
Favela,
get
Plane, Yacht,
yeah,
all
Plane.
these.
Like imagine Plane being like on a competitive like scene. That'd be so
Exactly.
that's because like that's like the map they showed off Siege to in the beginning was
That
Plane
and House.
and
Like,
House.
imagine if
Like
they reworked a map that's not Pro League potential into a Pro League potential map.
yeah, like I think like I get it. Like they're like they like how it's small, but like just make it a bigger house.
I
Make it a
remember.
3-story.
I
Make
remember
it a
they
mansion.
redid her food
Yeah,
base,
exactly.
and they were like so they were so complete. It felt like
Hereford is a new map. That's not a
well,
real word. They just fucking put a new map in there.
so but you know what I mean? Like they were like, oh, we've
Yeah.
done it all. We've made a new map and all this other stuff. And it's like
Hmm.
nobody even plays it,
And it's
Yeah,
still not Pro League.
and it's
Like,
exactly.
still not pro league.
It's like,
to be
but
fair, I didn't like Old Hereford base. Like I thought it was garbage.
I
I
thought it was
liked it.
okay. I think the sites were hard.
The
Like the
sites were
sites were
so hard to
not.
defend,
I think the
especially the
sites are better,
multiplayer sites.
but
Those
Yeah.
yeah, I think the sites are better. But I don't know. I think Favela needs to because Favela or Yacht. Like these maps have been like just abandoned. And
Yeah.
like, okay, now we have these shitty maps where we're playing casual or some shit,
Or
and it's
like
like
go through like Bartlett
sucks.
University. Like
Yeah, like why can't we just have like
bring that map back.
that
you might as well.
I don't remember what was
Like
so wrong with that map.
it's open as fuck.
Okay, now I remember. I haven't played it in a long time, so
'Cause
it's hard.
They took
I
it
just
out.
did a T hunt on it, and it was like I'm playing this. I'm like, this is why I hate this map because there was a bomb site where it was in a giant library, and there was no like once they were in on site, they could see everything. It was
That's
like
practically
tower.
Fortress.
The
I mean,
entire
honestly,
the entire map is tower essentially from Oregon, where
Yeah,
it's just like
pretty
hard to
much.
defend, and it's like there's just too many entrances, and it's just too clustered on site.
have
But
they
like for real, don't mention Oregon because I might cry.
It's but like it's already a pro map. They should be spending resources on other maps.
You're right. But what do? They
Rework Oregon.
reworked the best map in the.
Oregon has like made I like if the reason was Oregon has been such a vetted map for the meta, then it needs to get like changed a little bit. Fine, but I think they changed more than a little bit of it. They moved
Yeah,
hatches, they added more rooms, I
they
think.
took out big window to upstairs.
Oh,
They
they?
added
Oh
they
my
added like
gosh.
4 hallways,
Really?
so like attackers can like roam around the entire map. Much they
That's.
made it looks like they made basement way more cramped for defense.
I guess basement was a good defensive spot, but like all maps need like a good like. All right, we can defend this map. Like
Yeah,
every other map has that.
it's
Yeah,
like it's because they need to just. I don't. Yeah. No, I don't play
One,
Rainbow as much as you guys, and I don't really know the meta as much.
but
But
like yeah,
I
I
know
think Favela needed some because I like the layout of Favela.
I hate it.
Honestly, if they just put some hard walls in there,
a single hard wall that'd
yeah,
be cool.
single hard wall,
That'd be
like some
cool.
walls that aren't destructible on like the entire map, I think that would be an easy thing that they could do.
Yeah.
Like have that top site that's like six reinforced walls. Just have two.
Yeah, like
And
that
then
would
that'd be
be
so much better because every
that'd be
single
nice.
wall is breakable. Like every wall. There's
I
no like
I
brick or
hate playing
anything.
that map. I hate playing that map so
Yeah,
much.
cause you run Habana, Thermite, and Maverick, and then you just win.
Yeah, you pretty much yeah. There's nothing you can do against it.
Or you
Yeah.
just get spawn peeked from like a little
Yeah,
peek
or
hole.
you get spawn peeked from like, cause like, yeah, that's also a problem with that map too.
That ain't never gonna be a not
I
problem.
know they need to like, I need to fix it. I think maybe they are, and they're just not talking about it. But because
That'd be cool.
I thought yacht was gonna get fixed, and because they took it out of the rotation, and
Oh
then they
yeah.
put it back in. It's like I don't know what changed. I
Nah.
honestly don't. I don't think anything changed. They just like put it back in. They're like, all right, whatever. Like I
They
think
made
yacht's a
it
cool
colder.
because yacht's a cool map. I think they could. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's like the most unique maps they have. They just don't give any love. Plane is
Yeah,
like a really good map.
yeah, plane, yacht, house, favela. I think favela's a cool map. I think it's got a lot of potential. It's just not being used correctly,
Yeah.
Yeah. They also they're trying to like fix like client side issues.
which have been
So
a problem in this game forever.
yes.
Like hit registry. They promised they fixed it. I don't know how many times.
Well, it's mainly just like
It just
breaking
looks like a
barricades.
headshot. Oh my gosh, that fucking kills me. I played Siege today, and I knocked this barricade down, and it's just like they're just stuck in there.
Yep.
I'm like, well, now I can't see through the damn hole I just made.
Yeah, but they can't.
Ugh.
Speaking of
Yeah, but they
servers,
can.
did you notice
It's
that
so
the
annoying.
server crashed like twice during
Yeah, a
Pro
couple
League?
times. Couple
It
times.
did?
Yeah,
Esports ready.
it crashed twice, and then there was another time where like he drops his drone in one of the holes on cafe.
Cafe.
He's like it's a attacker, and he throws his drone. He turns on his drone, and he's looking literally through the world.
You like fell through the map?
Yeah,
Yeah, and the
Oh my,
drone just disappeared.
the drone just disappears.
it just
oh
flew
my,
through the entire map.
oh my gosh.
Okay,
That's embarrassing.
it
Come
is.
on, Ubisoft, you gotta like at least like I get it on like if you're playing online, fine, there's gonna be some weird client side issues, but they're land into each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like this is the ideal environment. There should be nothing wrong with
And
this
then they're
game at
like
this point.
talking when they were talking about it. They're like, "Yeah, so the kills are reset." It's like, why you have to have the kills reset and everything? Like, why can't you just have them be back to what it was? I know
Well,
over.
I thought they could do that. Because
So
I know they did that like when they do could like during the course of the year when they have like their online matches they can reset the numbers.
yeah, I think it's because it just takes too much time and they're lazy. I know Overwatch
Dumb.
League made their literally they made their own. They made a second game. You know what I mean?
oh yeah,
They have I don't know what it's called, but I know it's an actual second game. It's and that's how they run it. So when they have problems like that, it actually uses LAN connection stuff and not
Hmm.
servers that still shut down. I don't
Like it
get it.
shouldn't even be a server problem for land in. They should be connected to each. I don't know.
They should, but they're not.
well, to be fair,
Whatever.
I think that's what they're doing with like the new system of or like that beta. Oh
That
god,
Vulcan
game engine.
beta.
Yeah, I think that's
Oh
what they're gonna do.
yeah,
That
that
makes a
makes
lot of sense.
sense.
Um, has anybody here watched any Overwatch League? Speaking of like Pro League or anything?
No, I used to watch all the time, and then I stopped playing it, and now I just can't get back into it.
I watched a game last week
Yeah, it just
and
relaunched, and I
I was
hate it.
bored.
I I
Yeah,
I hated it. So
I don't know. Ever since they introduced the 222 meta, I'm just been
I haven't
I don't
mind that.
know.
I thought that was one of the best decisions they've done in a long time.
I don't know, but like, 'cause my only problem with it is I feel like it's Blizzard is trying to change the meta.
Yeah.
That's not their they should that's not their problem. They should just be producing characters and making sure it's a balanced game and let them decide what the meta is. I don't know. I think that's you're trying because then because if you try once you start trying to control the meta, now you're just gonna nerf characters for no fucking reason because they're too good because they can use them too well. Okay, sorry, I play in fucking gold and I can't use Brig as well as some pro league character
Yeah.
or have the coordination to do it. So I'm gonna nerf all these fucking characters for pro league, but now that I'm gonna play it, like, well, I can't use this character because now they're shit. We don't have the coordination to do any of these things, and we're getting punished for it. Sorry.
That's all right.
oh,
That's a
I
tirade.
listen. I got sick and tired of like goats meta stuff. I hated it. It ruined
I
my
thought it was
experience for the
like
game.
I don't know. I thought it was okay because then it was I feel like it was like actual it was more competition because like now we're all everyone's in the same people and then you can really see who's better at their character.
Well, everyone used the same people for dive as well,
Yeah, and
and
yeah, because it's
heroes are more specific on how the what map it was. Like on first point, you know, Temple of Anubis, people played Orisa, right?
yeah.
Now they don't because
Because well, Orisa got nerfed into Oblivion, and that's just
this is
I don't know.
this was back in 2016. This was almost 2 years ago.
I know, but like still, like come on, like their nerf hammer is worse than Ubisoft's. Like I know Blackbeard got nerfed into Oblivion, but like when Blizzard nerfs someone, it's like
Yeah, they just had a bunch
you
of new nerfs come
yeah,
out.
yeah, and it's like they just drop the hammer on them,
Oh
like
hell yeah.
like they and they won't revert their nerfs. It's like
They
oh
no
this is
since
too hard, and then it's like oh never mind.
since 222 they have reverted a bunch of stuff. Since 222 was introduced, the only
Yeah,
reason they weren't reverting stuff beforehand is because you could play any hero, you could play any amount of like role, and that just makes it a little
was
useless.
that why, or they just were lazy about it, and they
It
just
could
didn't
have
want to
been.
admit they were mistaken?
They could have
Like
just been lazy
well, it's like
about
for
it.
goats, a good way to counter that might have been to put Mercy back into like what her first edition, essentially, which came out, is like to her super is her res.
But
That's a
people,
good way to counter that. But then that and also involves now more Mercy play where you have to hunt the Mercy down. So now you got to counter that with something else, and that could help change the meta a little bit. And
well,
plus, like they didn't fucking use it. I'm sorry, I'm just I swear they didn't use Mercy. They didn't get like a 5-person res anyway. They got like a 1 or 2 person and at Pro League. The only time you got a 5-person res is very rarely, or when down when where we play in gold and plat.
yeah.
So like it doesn't affect us. It was just
I mean,
they need to balance Pro League and everyone else better because they give Pro League more leeway because it's that's the face of the game, and I get it,
I
but
think they're just right now they're doing a lot of just what's it called? They're like just appealing more to pro league stuff and pro play because they really
yeah,
want their game to be a pro game.
yeah, because that means more money and that means more longevity. Fuck, the whiskey's kicking in. Uh,
Whiskey's kicking in.
longit longe
longevity.
longevity. Thanks. Couldn't think of the
There you
word.
go.
Thanks. Yeah, a little more longevity to the game.
Yeah, and I know, like, yeah. I mean, who knows what they're thinking? They're crazy over there at Blizzard.
Yeah,
I think they're trying to do too much.
yeah, I'd agree.
Like they saw that the players made meta, right?
Hmm.
And then they
Which is
kind
what
of
they should be
switched it up.
doing. Yeah,
And then the players by from them switching up how certain players or certain characters play, they made another meta and then everything kind of went like that until they finally made goats and that was almost unstoppable.
I
So they
mean,
added
you
in
could
the
have
2-2-2.
goats are so stupid because you have people like Bumper who literally threw the game, and it didn't matter.
Yeah, and also like it didn't from like a viewer like perspective, it didn't showcase how well they could aim and the mechanical skills
This
of
true.
almost every
Yeah.
single person on there because they had like players who were used to or more known for playing their DPS would play like Brig, who would just swing a hammer, just hold mouse one and W.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Which yeah, it was boring to watch, and Blizzard definitely caught on to that, and they were listening to the community by saying or by hearing that
Hmm.
2-2-2 should have been a thing, but
Yeah.
now they're in this weird like by adding Sigma in with another shield,
Oh, they had the it's all double shield now.
they had
That's
that double shield thing, which
Yeah.
no one liked.
it feels like yeah they try and change one meta and all they do is create a worse meta.
Because I
Yeah,
feel like they can't like they're a giant company and they can't. It's hard for them to predict meta. If they really wanted to try and change the meta, they should be getting pro players in there to test all their people for
They
them
they
ahead of time.
they had the Atlanta Rain come in last year between like stage 3 or 4 or 2 or 3, and they came in and tested out a bunch of new stuff and a bunch of new
Well, that's
ideas.
good. I think that's what they should be doing because that would help them be like, all right, this is where it's probably going. They have a better, pulse on trying to figure out where the meta is going to go. If it's going to be just broken as hell, or if it's going to be, it's really going to be able to showcase the player's abilities.
Yeah. Um, anyways,
Holy shit! I
you
should
want to
have
hear
eaten more food.
you guys hear some cool things?
Like what?
Tristan got Tarkov,
Oh
the hottest
yeah!
game on Twitch right
I
now.
I'm so
did.
pumped. I got a triple kill as a scav.
You were so
Ah,
excited you
I was
texted me.
so excited. I was okay, but I about like fucking had a. I mean, I about effing had a meltdown earlier during that when I was playing.
Hmm.
So I had a bolt action right with the scope. I'm on
Okay.
reserve, right? So I'm sitting there and my goal is just to kill players essentially because I'm like I don't got a backpack. I want get some more experience in gunfights. So I'm sitting in this tower. I've got like a good like angle. I'm not like sticking my gun out the window. I'm doing all the stuff I'm supposed to do.
Hmm.
So I watch these four guys run around. I'm like, okay, are those players or scabs? Because I'm a scab and I want to start shit with an NPC scab because then there's always more of them,
Yeah.
right? And I get a bolt action. Don't want to do that. So I'm watching these guys and I've got like the crosshairs accounted for bullet drop on this fucker's head. I mean, dude's head, and and I'm like, no, they're NPCs because they're like looking up in the air, they're walking, stopping, looking around, right? All
Uh
that
huh.
stuff. So I'm like, all right, they're NPCs. I'll just walk by him so I can like maybe get a different spot.
Okay.
So as I walk by them, they yell at me in English,
Oh
and I
shit!
die.
Oh no!
And I'm like, are you kidding me? This dude literally looked up into the air like an NPC would.
Dude, it was like that one guy the other
They just
day.
played me, and I'm like, I could have literally killed you, and you would have no idea where I was. I had you dead in my crosshairs, and I just decided not to do it. And then the next time I saw a scab, I'm like, no,
No.
I'm killing you. And I got in this big ass gunfight and killed three people. Ah,
So proud of you, Tonkar. You
I was,
actually hit someone.
I know.
That is
It's
amazing.
it's the curse of Tarkov. I can only do good in scav raids, but but I have to do my PMC runs. I insta die. Like I found an M4, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is exciting. And I'm running. I'm kind of like walking to like taking cover and stuff, and I get sniped, and I'm just dead.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Uh,
awesome.
I was when I was at Tristan's house. I was kind of
Bad luck.
I was trying to help him out a little bit and just kind of give him some points and tips and whatever. And a dude rushes him, and he's like, the dude literally. I'll be honest though, the dude literally disappeared. I do not know where he went. And
He
Tristan
Oh
just
no.
he
drops
vanished.
dead, and it was just he
It's
looks
hard to
in.
ma it's hard to maintain visibility in that game. Like once you lose them, you're like, fuck, where'd they go?
Well, I peeked from a corner. I saw this guy rushing at me. I was like, okay, I'll get ready to shoot him. It peeks back, and mind you, this is like a really long. This is in
the
storage.
the
There's
trailer
like a
park. Yeah,
a
right next to the
really
street.
Mm.
long
Hmm.
like corridor that I'm looking down, nowhere for this guy to go. He disappears. I don't see him. I do like a 360, nowhere near me, and I die. Huh?
Yeah, he looks at me like, what? I was like, I. It beats me, dude. I really don't know either.
It sucks.
It was it was actually, and then I don't know. After a while, we played another one. He then just bled to death.
Oh my gosh, that's like the worst way to die, honestly.
It was
Yeah,
like
it was
the
slow.
the third game I played with Tonkar. We got in a firefight and we ended up winning it, but it was like at a cost, and Tonkar's bleeding to death. And this was honestly my fault. I go, Tonkar, don't heal up. Let's gotta get to cover. He's like, I'm really close to death. I was like, don't heal up, don't heal up. And then last second, like, all right, heal up. And he's like, I'm dead. And I just watched him bleed out and die.
Yeah, it was awful. I had like the 5-7
he
and
had,
all this
he had
stuff.
he had
I'm
found
like,
a bunch of
ugh.
stuff. He had a 5-7, which I still have. I'm never using it. It's whenever you want it, you just let me know, and I'll give it over.
Can't wait to lose all my gear in this game.
Like essentially, have you ever played Bloodborne or like Dark Souls?
Oh yeah.
So it's the same concept. Like blood echoes come and blood echoes go. You just gotta.
You just
This is how
gotta,
it be.
just how it goes sometimes.
This in the form of really good guns and not really good guns.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or it's like back. I lose backpacks like all the time.
I I think I lose rigs the most. Everything else seems really replaceable except rigs, and I end up just spending. I think I've spent most of the money I have on just rigs, from like vendors or like on the flea market.
Yeah. I'm actually selling a lot more shit in the flea market now, and it's like I'm actually like recouping some of my losses. I feel like
That free $1,000,000 a free million ruples we got was real nice.
that was really nice, actually.
So they had a bunch of server problems apparently a couple weekends ago, and they're like, so we're just gonna give everyone a free million ruples. And I think when me and Tonkar queued, we literally were like having the best queues of our lives. Like
Yeah,
we were,
it's like under 5 minutes. I'm like, this is fucking amazing.
yeah, I was like, this is
I
a
was
good
sitting here for
queue.
like a 30-minute queue.
It was great, and they're like, we're sorry about the servers. Like, dude, those servers were great. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's like where was this million ruples like 2 weeks ago where we sat for 25 minutes,
We
which is why
sat
we had this
no,
podcast.
yeah, we sat for 40 minutes, and that was
You're right,
the
and we didn't even
orcs.
get a queue. We're just like
We just
sitting
gave up.
here. It was awful. God, I'm so bad at Osu.
What were you gonna say?
I'm just bad at Osu.
Huh?
I'm playing Osu, and I'm just bad.
You playing any games right now, Tristan?
No. Just chilling. Look,
I
staring.
I just been talking too much, so I'm trying to like distract myself because I like to
Yeah,
talk.
you really have.
I
You
do
have
talk
been
a lot.
Just
distracted.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's why I'm a teacher. I just like to talk.
Well, I think I just had one of the easiest Binding of Isaac runs in my entire life.
You already
Nice.
finished the game? How long is that game?
Uh,
2
well,
minutes.
yeah.
It's
Oh
been 2
Jesus!
minutes.
The volume's coming in. I didn't. I turned all the volume down.
It's just one of those games that you can just do. It's done in an hour, so you just do like a bunch of runs.
Oh, I see.
And one run can be like 30 minutes. The next run can be like an hour, just depending on how you play it.
Yeah, this one was a 40-minute run. I got daddy long legs, so I just kind of knew it was
Oh,
over.
easy win.
It's
That's
been
an easy
40
win.
minutes.
A run averages around 40 minutes to an hour.
No, we've been talking for 40 minutes.
Yeah, just about. We've been talking
Cool.
for 43 minutes actually.
Very nice.
Yeah. Um. And then I just opened a chest, and it was Mom, and she pulled me in, and I don't know what's gonna happen now.
Might get an item or something. I don't.
Mhm.
Those ending cutscenes are so.
And I don't like how the audio stays for them, because I turned all the audio
Yeah.
off, and it cuts into the music and shit, and it just scared me. I like jumped in my seat.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that for night. It was really loud.
Yeah. um. Tristan, are you excited for Dungeons and Dragons tomorrow?
Yeah, actually,
I really am.
Okay, when are we gonna do ours? When I made one
that is
for?
a very good question.
Because I've just been,
I have everything written up, and like, well, I don't have like the first episode, I guess, or the first session written up, but I know what I'm gonna do for it.
Okay.
I just need to make a time, I guess. I know we were gonna have like 6 or 7 people play,
I think we're
but
down to like 4.
I'm definitely like not gonna talk to some people, make sure like they don't know when it's starting, because that's way too
Jeez.
many people.
Yeah, it's I run the game for us now, and it's hard with 4 people if you ask me.
Yeah. So we definitely will.
At
I'll
some point.
I'll say we'll try to start before March. So next
Okay.
couple weeks, I'll try and get
Cool.
some.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow's session.
would you want it's there's gonna be a lot of moving parts to it.
Okay.
I
I might be a little late. I don't know.
We'll see. Yeah, I'll see what a time works for everybody, and we'll hash that out tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm supposed to get off at 8, but might try and leave early. I just really depends on how busy it is tomorrow.
Fair enough. Um, did anybody
8 o'clock at night? Wow, you were kind of late.
Yeah, that's like the latest for where I work.
Okay. Well,
It's like 8.
I guess that's okay.
Not awful.
did
What were you gonna say, Ben?
did anybody see that um oh wait, I can't say that. Never mind. Sorry,
Is that
I was gonna
Alright.
say something. I just decided not
Okay.
to. Yeah. I mean, we can just end it here if you guys want to.
okay?
I'm fine
Sure.
with
Okay.
that. Yeah. Thanks for listening to anybody listening and enjoying some of the conversation going on. Leave a like, subscribe. I don't really care. You do what you want.
Do what you want.
Does anybody have any social media things they want to plug? I think I already asked that
Nah,
question.
blood.
Uh,
Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Twin Tornado Gaming.
There we go, baby. That's
There you
what we're
go.
looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I have no views, please.
all right.
When are we doing this? Do we have like a schedule for this?
Right now we don't really have a crazy schedule that's in black and white, but I want to try and record on Saturday nights. Maybe
Okay.
maybe a day that other people like to do that stuff on, and then try and
Okay.
get it out maybe on Tuesdays or Wednesdays or something like that.
Okay.
Give some times to edit in case somebody says some really not good stuff.
Like the F word or worse.
Oh,
Yeah, we're gonna have to edit everything you said, Tom.
yeah. Honestly,
Probably.
you know how many bleeps I got to put in when you talk. Honestly, it's just gonna be redacted. I'm just gonna redact you from this podcast.
Yeah, you weren't even here.
You weren't even
All right.
There'll
That's
just be
fine.
long pauses, a really long pause in between when Ben doesn't talk.
Or like the times where Tonkar talks, and I'm just in between. Like, yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's just back and forth.
That's funny.
All right, everyone, have a nice day, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.